Taiwan. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's central bank has raised the country's key interest rate to a 15-year high. The raise brings Taiwan's discount rate up to 2% from 1.875%, where it has stood since last March. The bank's decision comes just after neighboring Japan raised its own interest rate for the first time since 2007. Taiwan's central bank has also raised its yearly forecast for both inflation and economic growth. Taiwan and India have moved much closer in recent years as both countries seek to reduce their economic and tech reliance on China. To find out more about the growing trade, investment, and labor ties between the two countries, Jeremy Olivier spoke with Shamika Ravi, a former research director at Brookings, India. Dr. Ravi is in Taiwan for a conference on the recent migrant labor agreement signed between Taipei and New Delhi.
So, just from your vantage point, how would you describe the current state of India-Taiwan economic relations?
I think while we've made tremendous progress, I think we have so much more potential, just given the complementarities. India is the largest, fastest growing major economy, and it has been so for the last several quarters now. And the young demography, I think, has a very large role to play. Our median age is 28, so we are a young country. I think what is fascinating about Taiwan is it has capital. And imagine the coming together of these two forces, that you have young population and you have the capital and the knowledge, not just in tech, I think it goes beyond tech, and just coming together of these two core factors of production, I think all kinds of possibilities are there in the future.
Taipei and New Delhi have just signed an agreement to bring over migrant workers from India. But the agreement has drawn concern from some quarters of the Taiwanese public, and Taiwan's labor minister did make some kind of racially charged comments recently about the agreement and the workers. You know, what are your thoughts on these issues?
I think some degree of uncertainty and fear when economies open up, particularly to people. It's not unheard of, Jeremy. But Indian labor, besides being highly productive, also assimilate very well. In fact, they are law-abiding, and over the years, they have created tremendous value in whichever country they have moved to. So today, in fact, when you look at the list of the biggest 40, 50 firms in the world, there is a very high chance that a majority of the CEOs or the CXOs are Indians. And I think a large part of it has to do with the fact that, you know, it's a reflection of the society as well. We're very diverse, we're very plural, and all of that just leads to the culture. I think at the workspace, therefore, is one where people rise, people grow.
That was Indian economist Shamika Ravi speaking with our reporter Jeremy Olivier. Sustainable governance is in the spotlight at Taiwan's annual Smart Cities Expo. Tiffany Wong looks at one new technology that maps trees to help reduce carbon emissions.
Looking for green solutions for his city, Taoyuan Mayor Zhang Shanzheng is among 500 municipal leaders from Taiwan and around the world attending the Smart Cities Expo in Taipei. The annual event showcases new technology and services meant to help with complex issues like transportation, safety, and sustainable development. Mayor Zhang says he's eager to exchange ideas with other community leaders and startups, especially any that might help with issues his northern Taiwan city is facing.
Taoyuan is the largest industrial city in Taiwan, so you can imagine there's a lot of carbon exhaustion in Taoyuan, mostly from the industry, and secondly from the transportations. So we're also looking for ideas to help the industry to reduce their carbon emission.
Taoyuan is home to over a third of Taiwan's 500 biggest companies, and in recent years has turned to clean energy solutions to lessen the environmental impact from the industry. One vendor at the expo says he may have just the solution the city needs.
They seriously need to make the city centers greener, namely because of the heat islands in cities, the urban heat islands. So with our tool, they can monitor the progress made.
The tool works by mapping out tree cover in an area to assess its environmental impact and learn the best way to manage it. Trees absorb the greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide. That process helps offset carbon emissions, generate oxygen, and provide a significant cooling effect, a solution that could help tropical and subtropical industrial cities like those in Taiwan.
It is my first journey in Taiwan, so and first day also. But so far, I have many marks of interest here on the exhibition, so it's promising for the business-wise. I mean, I hope that the app will help as many people and communities as possible to become greener.
The world has seen temperature records continually smashed in recent years, and with no signs of this trend slowing down, it will only become more urgent to find ways to save energy and cool cities. Alex Chen and Tiffany Wong in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
It turns out dental drills and toothaches are not only human concerns. Zookeepers at a zoo in southern Taiwan have their work cut out for them by keeping the animals' pearly whites in tip-top shape. Wesley Lewis has this story.
Holding up every smile, there's teeth. And thanks to caretakers in the southern Taiwan Zoo, this is still true for the animals under its care. An Arabian baboon who's already a little long in the tooth had teeth pulled and root canal surgery after zookeepers found oral lesions and shifts in its eating habits.
兽医也来看哦，那我们就发现说它的牙齿已经磨损到说，可能就是已经，尤其特别是它的那个上下门牙的部分哈，已经有很严重的磨损，然后而且有些的感染，所以就特别就安排了一个那个牙根治疗的一个手术。
A popular Formosan black bear named Bobi and a gibbon named Bebe have all had their own root canals over the years. And just like some humans, they've even got shiny metal crowns put in. But animals won't tell you when they've got a toothache.
最主要就是看它有没有会特别把食物挑开，或吃的速度有没有特别慢，这是我们观察它的第一个。接下来就是看它食物有没有吃剩，因为如果说一个健康的动物，它吃东西是不会有，它会很正常把它吃完。它如果说食欲消退的话，代表它身体一定有出问题。
It's tough work to make sure such big animals have healthy chompers, but seeing their big smiles makes it all worth it. John Su and Wesley Lewis for TaiwanPlus.
The Kaohsiung city government is using 5G and augmented reality at its zoo. Irene Ling looks at how this new tech is letting people get up close with wildlife.
Augmented reality is letting people get up close and personal with zoo animals. At this year's Smart City Expo in Taipei, a team from the southern city of Kaohsiung is using new tech to break barriers and establish the world's first smart zoo.
设计了很多的虚拟动物，让大家可以去做彩绘。
Using AR glasses and 5G, zoogoers can interact with animals digitally and learn more about them through educational games.
5G 专网的方式，透过3个人可以同时连线对战，那也可以借由游戏当中可以体验到一些比较不一样的一些趣味。
Outside of the zoo, these technologies have more to offer and can be seen in art shows across the country. Kaohsiung's deputy mayor says the new applications deserve to be seen in more entertainment venues in the city.
这几个技术的应用都还在持续发展中，甚至我们都正在考虑我们自己的高雄市的火车站愿景馆，届时也会希望用这一套的技术。
The Kaohsiung city government may be setting an example with this technology, and their presence at this year's Smart Expo may inspire other Taiwan cities, making them a little smarter. Justin Wu and Irene Lin for TaiwanPlus.
Could you dive 66 meters under the ocean without an air tank or fins? That's exactly what Zhang Kaohsiung, the winner of the 2024 AIDA Taiwanese Cup Men's Division, did. Zhang also dove to a depth of 77 meters on the second dive using fins. In the women's division, Ho Yiming placed first with dives of 68 and 70 meters. Freedivers gather on southern Taiwan's Xiaoliuqiu Island over 3 days to compete in various categories. The event ended on Wednesday. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally, take a look at these Peruvian archaeological artifacts recently repatriated from the Americas and Europe. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care and I'll see you next time.